Education lockdown. Now, one of the things we hate more than anything at the education lockdown are shady principals, because you know you're playing with people's kids, and this one hits close to home. So it's been proven that the principal of Augusta Fells Institute of Visual Art, as well as her administration, have been doing really shady stuff as far as changing grades and creating fake courses and all this other stuff that we're going to talk about. But where is Augusta Fells? Augusta Fells Institute of Visual Arts sits dead in the middle of West Baltimore, right next to Harlem Park. I'm also close to Harlem Park Middle School and Elementary, where I have some experience coaching basketball at. Some of the things that the principal and her administration at Augusta Fells were doing were, changing grades, creating classes that didn't exist, and allowing students to be present for classes that they never were, which is unbelievable, especially the creating classes part. Like, what? Believe it or not, this wasn't the first time that things like this even happened at Augusta Fells. Not even 3 years ago, 2019, Principal Tracy Hicks was caught doing the same stuff, and Baltimore City Schools didn't even let the public know about it. Parents, anybody. What's even more crazier than the same thing happening at the same school not even 3 years later is that the current principal was caught doing the same thing at her previous school. Why was she still allowed to teach? Be a principal? What is it with this school and these type of principals? Do people know and they turn a blind eye? What's going on? Her name is Kamala Carnes, and before she was a principal at Augusta Fells, she was a principal here at Joseph C. Briscoe Academy, which is an alternative school with children who need the most help. How did she help them? She was doing the same thing that she was doing at Augusta Fells. She was letting these students who are special needs students do what they want. Show up, not show up, never show up. They'll graduate, whether they're ready or not. She don't care. Now, why do principals like Kamala Carnes mark students present when they're not, or make sure they're in school, or at least mark them in school when they're not? Well, the answer is pretty simple. The more kids in school, the more funding the school gets, aka the more money in her pocket. Well, she got so greedy tampering with the lives of her students that the governor got involved. Looks like as if criminal wrongdoing took place, is what he said, and well, you never want the governor on you, do you? Prison. By now you're probably wondering why I said this hits close to home. Because that's me, signing my contract to work at Joseph C. Briscoe. I worked there for 3 years, all 3 under Kamala Carnes, and you're not going to want to miss the video I got coming up about it. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear more wild stuff that goes on in our schools, please like, share, comment, and follow Education Lockdown.